Boys joined forces with the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose. The exciting trio took on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz. Truth be told, both Miz and Ambrose blended in with their impromptu tag team partners pretty well.
Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the Daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that six-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote. Beautiful technique. There are instances when a six-man tag match will feature a team where superstars have not always seen eye to eye, or are in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone on the team must step up and be the voice of reason so the trio can function as a cohesive unit.
Inside the ring now. Corey, earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of a six-man team have differences or had differences in the past. If the team can't find a way to get on the same page, they will not last very long. Someone on the team has to step up and make sure for at least that match, everyone on the team can work together.
That's easier said than done. Just because superstars might be favorites of the WWE Universe or have a common enemy, that doesn't mean they'll get along. It also doesn't mean that any past issues will magically go away. In this business, people have long memories, so if someone sees an issue on their team, they need to resolve it right away.
Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. Two teams of three compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulations can be added like no disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls, elimination, falls count anywhere, or whatever else someone could think of. Matches can also be held in a caged environment.
Looking for all the glory here. Six-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of a faction, where 3 superstars have aligned because of a common interest. The most crucial aspect to a six-man tag team being successful is that trio's ability to act as one cohesive unit. 3 individuals working collectively at all times.
So much can take place during a six-man tag match. Regardless of what type of match the teams of 3 are competing in, the members of that team must be on the same page. Oftentimes, the teams who have the best continuity are the most successful.
When a superstar is in a six-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too much when you have other members of your team out there.
Down to the floor. Corey, you spoke about when a superstar is in six-man action and how crucial it is that they have the presence of mind to realize when they need to tag out. Not everyone who competes as part of a six-man team has the ability to do that. We've seen many times over the years that a superstar's inability to do that has cost their team the match.
We've also seen over the years that not all superstars play well with others. Some competitors are so dedicated to singles careers that when they are put in a six-man team, they become a bit lost. That's when a mistake could be made, and it could be very costly. Something that is always important in a six-man match is having the ability to perform double-team moves. One of the things that successful six-man teams try and execute are double team moves, and then have the third team member perform a signature or finishing maneuver to deliver maximum impact to an opponent.
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring. Teamwork is always paramount in a six-man tag match. Superstars want to be able to have a level of teamwork where two members of the trio perform a double team move, and the third member follows that up with a move so their opponent is really down for the count.
The key is to deliver the maximum amount of punishment to your opponent in the least amount of time. You have until the referees count of 5. It's not like you have all day in the ring, but if your team...
The cover. And there's the kick out.
Have to put in a little more work than that.
That's how you use the ropes to your advantage. A striking blow.
Here comes the setup, double underhook.
Oh, right to the face.
Now leapfrog. This might be it.
Oh, my.
You gotta believe this one's over. Ooh, what impact. Incoming.
Over time, there have been various types of six-man teams that have been successful. There are family trios like the Guerreros, the Grahams, the Andersons, and the Von Erichs. There have been members of factions who have also produced tremendous six-man teams like the Fabulous Freebirds, the Four Horsemen, the NWO, and D-Generation X.
Byron, you mentioned some families and groups that created incredible six-man teams. Talking more about factions, don't forget about the likes of the Hart Foundation, Evolution, the Wyatt family, the Shield, and the New Day. These are only some of the trios who had unbelievable matches against a
Sharp knee.
I can't believe it, Michael.
Something big is coming. What's going to happen now? Caught off guard. For a kick out. Not yet. This could mean trouble. And she's back in the ring now.
In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle at the Wyatt family compound. New Day accepted, but what followed was something no one expected or will ever be able to forget.
Back between the ropes. Going to the top. High risk. Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier you talked about one that this could do it. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now. Just before 3. That was real close. Wow. Looks like she's starting to stumble a bit. She really needs to think about making a tag, guys.
At this point, you have to wonder if her partners are starting to regret teaming up with her. I'm just saying.
I don't care how much of an expert you are in this business, nobody could have seen this match going this way. Nobody.
Nailed it.
Looking a little dazed here.
Yeah, she's definitely not looking herself right now, Cole.
Look at her go.
And she's knocked off her feet.
I think that one caught her by surprise, Michael.
Here she goes, back in the ring now. Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders down here! STO!
Harsh impact.
Takes her down.
Wow, nice move right there.
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring. And now she's being pushed to the limit. Guys, there's a chance she won't be able to recover from this.
For some reason, she was just never able to get out of the gates. It's like she's been in first gear all night.
It's a good.
Right on the mark.
She wants to do this in the ring. Gets taken out.
What's he made of, paper mache?
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Up goes their opponent.
An incredible combination. Back in from the floor. Oh, this is dangerous right here. She's looking wobbly, guys.
And I assure you the hazards outside the ring are very, very real.
This is a bad situation.
Showing no signs of defense here, guys.
Absolutely helpless.
Maybe near, folks. Back now inside the ring.
Ooh, nasty impact.
Going for the big one. Oh, face breaker.
That didn't look good.
This one's over, guys.
What impact!
A competitor has been eliminated.
There are times during a six-man tag match where the hostility between two teams overflows. The result is complete chaos, and all six superstars duke it out.
Looking for a repeat.
I might have just shattered their face.
This one is over.
If at first you don't succeed,
Look at the height. Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
oh, man.
Byron, you talked about the moment.
What an incredible moonsault. That has got to be it.
This may very well be it.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Here she goes, back in the ring now.
Vicious attack.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Oh, no, this won't end well.
Uh-oh.
This will damage your back.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, that's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Straight right to the mouth.
Incredible height. This capacity crowd starting to sense the end is near, and